What's going on, everyone? It's Alex from Right Gaming, and in today's news I come at you with a ridiculously hilarious story about this entire kerfuffle that occurred last week between the internet and Wall Street over GameStop stock of all things. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to stay in the loop about all the gaming news and help the channel grow. Now let's begin. So in short, what happened there with all that stock market mumbo-jumbo people were talking about this entire week? You see, there is this Reddit called WallStreetBets. It's a very big one and unites all these small traders in discussion over the stock market. From observing the news and market, they realized that the big guys on Wall Street are planning to short the stocks of the dying video game retailer giant GameStop. What this essentially means is that they are borrowing a certain amount of GameStop stock and selling it, betting on the drop in stock price, for quite obvious reasons, and then buying the same amount of stocks to return them, but now at a lower price and thus earn a profit on the difference. Now, a lot of big hedge funds had a lot of money on the table for that. So when the guys at WallStreetBets realized that, they got a lot of people together to start buying GameStop stock and artificially inflate the price of it. They actually targeted a bunch of other companies as well and started buying their stocks too, but we will focus on GameStop as the most ridiculous one. These actions propelled the price of GameStop stocks from about $18 per share to a whopping $483 on Thursday. The funny thing is that all these hedge funds were using this same system and manipulating stock prices for as long as the market existed. But now, for probably the first time ever, an outside force, aka people all over the infinite space of the internet, managed to pull off the same thing, and all the big players went like, "Wait, what? How dare you, internet, freely participate in the free market?" and started pulling leverages on trading apps and even Discord to shut down the WallStreetBets activity and prevent them from further actions. It is all fun and jokes to see how the small players trolled the big ones, but what people don't understand is that this is another bubble that can burst and many people on both sides will lose a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, I am on the side of the small-time traders from Reddit, and I consider this situation a light reminder to everyone just how easily the market can be manipulated and how it is being manipulated on a daily basis with all stocks of all companies, enriching those who know how to create and then ride the wave. But as always, there are more nuances to the case. You see, there are all these apps like Robinhood that allow anyone to start trading right from their phones. They made it their quote-unquote goal to allow people to participate in trades regardless of who they are and make it all more accessible and free. And as of now, they are blocking users from buying any of GameStop's stocks, and thus showing how two-faced were their promises to be a free platform for regular people to trade on. But we also have to understand that while this whole system just backfired at all the corporate players who abused and manipulated it, this sort of intervention from us, the regular folk, destabilizes a very delicate ecosystem in which the big players were acting. And intermediary companies owning these apps like Robinhood are being pressured into blocking such user activity, because this sort of intervention can even potentially hurt the economy if it begins happening with other companies and their stocks. I personally am actually in favor of this whole situation, because it again shows how vulnerable is the market to intervention and how imperfect is this system, which in turn might inspire some sort of changes and developments to change potentially the entire way it all works, to prevent manipulations even by the big players. But coming back from such Napoleonic hopes for the future, the problem at hand is that GameStop was indeed declining and losing millions for years now, and this comical artificial inflation of their stock price cannot end in anything good, since it does not even remotely represent their actual performance or the goodwill that people have/don't have with them. From a financial point of view, it is a pointless endeavor to try and revive GameStop specifically, unless it's just for memes. And I do not speak about physical video game retail in general. I still love to occasionally buy my games physically. I talk about GameStop itself and the bad name they have made for themselves. As many people say about the experiences of nearly every entertainment medium for the past decades, it is all going digital. And sooner or later, everything will become digital because there is no denying that it is more convenient. So GameStop's physical retail of games can only dwindle in the future, both because of how poorly they adapted to the changing environment and the bad will they accumulated over the years. All in all, what I am trying to say is that I am happy that something like this finally happened and got everyone talking and thinking. But it is all just memes, and it is not a sustainable way for people like you and me to earn money on the side, at the expense of uncontrolled inflation of prices and a chaotic sell and buy environment. I only hope this situation brings about changes for the better. And that's all I had on this topic. Please don't forget to comment below. I would really love to hear someone who might have bought some GameStop stock themselves. Thank you everyone for watching. This was Alex, and I'll see you next time.